this evening. First, history in the making. Clifton Hicken officially sworn in as Ghana's Commissioner of Police, leading a new team of deputies as constitutional debates swirl over his extended tenure, plus manhunt in the backdam. Police issue a wanted bulletin for a Brazilian national accused of a gruesome murder at the Omai mining site. Also, land reform breakthrough. Parliament passes a law to ensure faster and fairer payouts to citizens whose land is acquired for public projects. And holiday theft warning. A festive tip gone wrong leads to a theft at Anna Regina Market. What police are saying about staying vigilant this season. Finally, Inferno in Monrovia. A massive fire devastates Liberia's parliament, destroying crucial offices and archives. Stay tuned. These stories and more are coming up next on Headline News Update. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for December 19th, 2024. I'm Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, Clifton Hicken was officially sworn in as Ghana's Commissioner of Police earlier today after acting in the role since 2022. President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali confirmed his appointment during a ceremony where Hicken took the oath of office.
I, Clifton Hicken, do swear that I will well and truly serve the state of Guyana in the office of Commissioner of Police and as such other officers in the Ghana Police Force, as I may at any time hereafter be appointed to no favor or affection, malice or ill, and that I will cause the public peace to be kept and preserved by preventing, to the utmost of my power, all offences against the state, and that while I continue to hold any office in the force, will obey all orders of the persons placing authority over me, subject myself to all acts and regulations relating to the police, and I will, to the best of my skill and knowledge, discharge all the duties of my office faithfully, according to the law. So help me God.
Supporting Hicken are 5 deputy police commissioners: Ravindra Dutt Budram, Wendell Blanham, Errol Watts, Fazil Karimbash, and Simon McBean. McBean, who is currently overseas, will be sworn in upon his return. Hicken's appointment marks a historic first as he continues to serve beyond the force's standard retirement age of 55. While the opposition leader opposed the appointment, citing constitutional concerns, the legal challenge was dismissed by Chief Justice Roxanne George. Attorney General Anil Nandlal clarified that under the Constitution, the President has the authority to extend the police commissioner's service up to the age of 60. President Ali emphasized the importance of leadership and service in the Ghana Police Force, highlighting the new term's role in ensuring law and order across the country. Police are seeking a foreigner accused of fatally attacking his co-worker with a cutlass after a dispute. More from Malcolm Carter.
Police are on the hunt and have issued a wanted bulletin for Antonio Silva de Oliveira, also known as Brazo, a 52-year-old Brazilian national who is accused of murdering his co-worker Brian Marco, known as Regular Boy, at a mining operation in the Omai Dam. Both men were employed by Chinulal Babulal and worked night shifts operating separate excavators in the same mining pit. On the night of December 15, 2024, the men had a misunderstanding that escalated into Marco assaulting de Oliveira. The following afternoon, around 3 p.m., Marco was sleeping in a hammock outside a shop owned by Babulal and managed by Ian Tortman. Another worker, Asghar Mohammed, was also asleep nearby. De Oliveira, armed with a cutlass, approached and attacked Marco, delivering several fatal chops. Ian shouted at de Oliveira, and Asghar restrained him as other workers intervened to disarm him. After being assaulted by some of the workers, de Oliveira managed to escape. Marco was rushed to the Mackenzie Hospital for medical attention, but was pronounced dead at 1:13 a.m. on December 17. Police are actively searching for de Oliveira as investigations into the tragic incident continues. Reporting for Headline News Update, Malcolm Carter.
Thanks, Malcolm. The National Assembly has passed and updated the land acquisition law to make it easier and faster for people to get paid when the government takes their land for public projects like roads, schools, or hospitals. The main change adds the word prompt to the rules, which means affected property owners can now get most of their money, 80%, right away in cash instead of waiting for a lengthy process or being given bonds. Attorney General Anin Nandalal explained that this update ensures fairness and speeds up the payments to citizens. Also lending his support to the bill, Minister of Public Works, Bishop One Edgehill, who has certain responsibilities under the Principal Act, emphasized that the government respects people's property rights and aims to balance national projects with fairness to individuals. Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell stated that the amendments are progressive and will secure people's rights to adequate compensation. The opposition wanted the bill to be sent to a special select committee for a more holistic and comprehensive examination. However, the bill was passed despite opposition resistance and now awaits presidential assent. Stick around when we return. Masquerader arrested for alleged theft, and government distributes $100,000 one-off cash grants in Region 1.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and we've got the most wonderful deals. Get the perfect gift from Digicel. Grab the Samsung A05 for just $17,900, the A25 for $37,900, or treat yourself to the S24 Ultra for only $205,000. And that's not all. Every phone comes with a free 30-day data plan. Don't wait. These holiday savings won't last forever. Visit your nearest Digicel store today. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
It's Christmas at Kissoon's Furniture Store. We are fully stocked for the holidays with a wide variety of furniture to choose from store-wide. Beautiful sofas, dinette sets, rugs, pillows, foam and hybrid cooling mattresses in all sizes, beds in king, queen and single sizes, and so much more. Come on down to our mega store or our Rob Street location. Merry Christmas from Kissoon's Furniture Store.
Fabulous 4 Promotions brings to you their 19th annual Snowing Christmas Tree Light Up and Line on December 21st, 2024 at 2497 Ozama Street, North Rhinevolt from 16 hours. Admission free. Music by Fabulous 4 Sounds. Make it a must. See and be there.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. It's Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all we will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinate soak for all you don't know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radical went to the supermarket and she proper buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. He shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Carpet Malls make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Welcome back. The government has launched its $100,000 one-off cash grant initiative in Region 1 on Tuesday, benefiting residents of Port Kaituma. Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell led the distribution at Port Kaituma Secondary School. Residents expressed gratitude, with many sharing plans to use the funds for medical expenses, groceries, and small businesses. Minister Crowell emphasized the importance of using the funds wisely and assured residents that the distribution will continue across other areas. Over 1,500 envelopes with checks were available for registered individuals at Port Kaituma. Representatives from the Ghana Bank for Trade and Industry were also on site, enabling the residents to cash their checks. This initiative, announced by President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, aims to inject $60 billion into households nationwide, bringing relief and economic empowerment to citizens. Similar distributions have taken place in Regions 8 and 9 earlier this month. A masquerader was arrested for allegedly stealing cash after being tipped $100 in Essequibo. Malcolm Carter has more details.
Police have arrested a masquerader accused of stealing an undisclosed sum of cash from Durinji Ramkasoon, a tipper at the Anne Regina Market Street on the Essequibo coast. The incident occurred on Monday morning when Ramkasoon, after withdrawing money from a bank, tipped a member of a masquerade bank $100. According to Region 2 Police Commander Superintendent Ravindra Stanley, a person in the band allegedly grabbed the remainder of Ramkasoon's cash and fled the scene. The victim reported the matter to the police, leading to the suspect's arrest on a charge of larceny from a person. Authorities are urging the public to exercise caution while traversing the roadways, especially during the festive season, to avoid similar incidents. While acts of generosity are encouraged, road users are advised to remain vigilant with their cash and personal belongings to prevent theft. Investigations into the incident are ongoing. Reporting for Headline News Update, Malcolm Carter.
Thanks, Malcolm. The government has passed updates to the Wills Act, making it easier for families to verify and execute wills after a loved one's passing. The new rules simplify the probate process, providing a will's validity by reducing the number of witnesses required for a will from 2 to 1. A sworn statement from the witness can now be attached to the will, speeding up the legal process and reducing costs. Attorney General Landon Nanlal explained that the changes modernized outdated laws from 1910 and eliminated tedious steps like locating witnesses, which often cause delays and additional expenses. The updates aim to ease the burden on families, reduce conflicts, and make handling estates more efficiently during difficult times. The law also allows penalties for breaches, with fines of up to $1 million or up to 5 years in prison. Minister of Education Prem Manichan lauded the bill, noting its potential to reduce disputes among families. These changes follow other recent updates to estate laws aimed at providing better support for families. Don't go away after the break. Cyclone Chido devastates Mozambique. At least 45 people have been killed by the storm. And Angola human rights critics slam new law to ban demonstrations.
This Christmas, Digicel is bringing you the gift of millions. 10 lucky customers will become millionaires for Christmas. Top up $1,000 or more for your chance to win $1 million. Turn your Christmas into a celebration of cash and cheer. 2 new millionaires every week. The countdown to Christmas millions is on. Top up $1,000 or more today for your chance to win. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
It's Christmas at Kissoon's Furniture Store. We are fully stocked for the holidays with a wide variety of furniture to choose from store-wide. Beautiful sofas, dinette sets, rugs, pillows, foam and hybrid cooling mattresses in all sizes. beds in king, queen and single sizes, and so much more. Come on down to our mega store or our Rob Street location. Merry Christmas from Kissoon's Furniture Store.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
Fabulous 4 Promotions brings to you their 19th annual Snowing Christmas Tree Light Up and Line on December 21st, 2024 at 2497 Ozama Street, North Rhinevolt from 16 hours. Admission free. Music by Fabulous 4 Sounds. Make it a must. See and be there.
Sneak in with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Our smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Middle Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, white spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you wanna know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radhika went to the supermarket and she proper buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. She shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world.
Good evening. I'm Malcolm Carter and welcome to tonight's regional and international news. A massive fire has engulfed Liberia's parliament building in the capital, Monrovia, destroying vital offices and archives. Al Jazeera's Nicholas Hake reports.
Raging through the halls of power, firefighters attempt to save Liberia's Capitol building. They doused the joint chamber, where just days ago heated debates between the majority and the opposition consumed the room. A local TV reporter describes the scene.
Folks, indeed, this is extremely scary. But Capitol building is on fire, folks. The entire building has been gutted by fire. This is strange. This is strange for Liberia.
Bewildered lawmakers, unable to vote the country's budget, watch powerless the flame destroy the nation's Congress. Some of Liberia's historic archives gone in a matter of seconds. Police and investigators suspect an act of sabotage. Visiting the scene, the nation's president. He believes the fire is politically motivated to divide the country.
We're not going to settle for this. This is not a place for hooligans. This is a place for responsible people who are here to serve the Liberian people. This country is poor, and I don't care what they do or build this country for the interest of future generations. Thank you.
Tensions have been flaring from the Capitol building to the streets. At the center of the turmoil is the House Representative Speaker Fonati Kofa. An opponent of the president, he's now facing allegations of corruption. The speaker's supporters are demonstrating, calling for the president to step down.
Regardless of the crisis, no one should bring down the building. This is government's property. Money used, to build this place. Now, to renovate this place is going to cost a lot of money again. Liberian people money, going to be used here. And I think it's unfortunate.
Several close aides to Speaker Kofa have been arrested. Meanwhile, the Congress is in a deadlock over the Speaker's potential removal. And so the government remains unable to pass its annual budget, leaving Liberia in a smoldering state of uncertainty. Nicholas Hawk, Al Jazeera.
Hundreds of thousands of people have been affected by a devastating cyclone in northern Mozambique. Al Jazeera's Malcolm Webb reports.
This is what Cyclone Chido did to thousands of homes in northern Mozambique. Many of those who live in shacks lost everything. It also ripped the roofs off stronger buildings like schools, which some people had ran to for shelter.
I took my children, and as we ran, I saw other families falling due to the force of the wind, and others dodging things that fell from the houses due to the wind. The people were lucky that the zinc sheets didn't cut into parts of their bodies. The children couldn't stop crying. I saw children running away, and I didn't see where they ran to.
The government says nearly 200,000 people have been affected. Most have been left without electricity. This telecoms mast crumpled like paper.
We tried to close the windows, but it was not possible. Some people tried to look for help in the neighboring houses and were greeted with gusts from the cyclone. There was a neighbor who I saw lose his life when he was buried in rubble along with his grandson.
200 km/h winds and torrential rain battered the coastline when the storm made landfall on Sunday. The fishing industry, which many here depend on, has been left in tatters. The day before, the storm devastated the French island of Mayotte. This is what's left of one of the poorest neighborhoods. Hundreds are feared dead. The French government sent military planes carrying rescue workers, equipment and supplies. Mozambique's rescue operation has far fewer resources. It's been devastated by record-breaking, worsening cyclones for the last 5 years. Tens of thousands of people will have to try and rebuild their lives once again. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera.
Finally, civil rights activists in Angola, Africa, are expressing frustrations with a new law that aims to protect state institutions from vandalism during protests. Al Jazeera's Haru Mutasa reports.
Rosa Andre is 5 years old. Her brother Adolfo is 3. The drawing on top is of her family when they were all together. The one below is of their father. He is in jail for protesting against Angola's government. Their mother gets the children to write to him every week. She says her husband is sick and is sometimes denied medical care.
I try not to cry because for you to see your husband in that situation is very painful. Sometimes you go there and you see him crying because there's too much pain. He feels so much pain and you cannot do nothing. You request the right people to do something for them, but they don't listen, they don't care.
Rights groups describe Angola's government as repressive.
We have a dictatorial regime that does not respect human rights. People are being oppressed. There is no freedom of assembly, no press freedom, arbitrary arrests, and government critics are silenced.
It's an accusation authorities deny. The government also says people should properly participate in a gathering and not use protests for chaos and violence.
The allegations made by the activists are not true. The Angolan government respects human rights and democracy, according to the law and constitution. There are human rights in Angola. It's a presidential decree.
Rights groups insist Angola is using the legal system to crack down on critics. Over the years, politicians in this building have either passed or tried to introduce legislation that rights groups say fail to meet international human rights standards and restrict freedom of expression. Some of these laws include prison terms of up to 25 years for people who participate in protests that result in vandalism and disrupt services. Angola has been trying to rebuild its reputation since 27 years of civil war came to an end in 2002. The country is an important trading partner for China and the United States, but activists say they also want the international community to pay more attention to human rights. Harumutas, Al Jazeera, Luanda.
Thanks, Malcolm. This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. And that's 52 headline news for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for a rebroadcast and at 5:30 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.